the owner of this outfit right here. Look at this. It's called MacTown Construction Group. Design, build, remodel. They do all kinds of very cool stuff. And Cassie is on with us today. Good morning to you, Cassie.
Good morning. How are you two?
Awesome. We're going to put you nice
Wonderful.
and big in our front here on the screen. And we want to learn all about you before we start anything else. So to break the ice, tell us, where did Cassie grow up and go to school, and kind of, what was your young life like, Cassie?
Oh, geez. All right. That's a lot of years. I grew up in Rockford, Illinois, over in Edgewater neighborhood.
Okay.
The old Rathskeller, Maid-Rite, the True Value Hardware, all over there on Auburn Street.
Yeah, that's my neighborhood. Sort of. I'm down near Northtown Mall. I'm off of Halstead, but yeah,
Tom's
that's
neck of the
cool.
woods.
Perfect.
West
Yeah.
Side.
Yep. So I grew up there. I went to St. Peter's. I went to Boylan. From there, I got married and had babies and all that fun stuff that happens. And then back in 2004, I met my husband, Tony Bonnet, who is co-owner with me. And he just decided one day that he loved his hobby, and he was electrician by trade, and things were slowing down in the Janesville area. So he picked up his hammer, and here we are today. I don't know how many years later, because I've worked with them in the past, and then I went back to like, I won't say a normal job, but a little bit a job that, I had definitely the 8 to 5 job. And then I came back about 3.5 years ago.
All right.
Cool.
And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't MacTown like the original name of Rockton?
It has to do with the Rockton and Roscoe area with Hananiga and I actually pulled it up because there's so much about it, but it was back, it looks like the late 1830s. It's where the Pecatonica and the Rock Rivers met, it looks like. And MacTown was one of the first settlements in northern Illinois. And then it says here that the community was a major trading post along the Galena-Chicago Trail and was the site of the region's first bridge across the Rock River.
Wow.
So that's the way I interpret that, is the folks traveling between Chicago and Galena, if they didn't want to mess with the bustling city of Rockford, they went through MacTown instead.
Correct. And so how we decided on the name MacTown, my husband had owned a previous company, and a really good friend of his had owned another company. And they merged back in 2015, I believe it was. So they decided they had to come up with a name instead of using either one of their business names. And MacTown, they decided on MacTown, one, because of where we lived. And then also they were coaches with the MacTown Junior football. That was so many years ago, and I know it's still going today, and it's a great organization. So, yep.
Yeah.
A lot of good football taking place up there in the Rockton Roscoe area. A lot of their youth program is huge.
Yes.
It's still huge. I want to say there's 2 or 3 or 4 different teams for each age group. It's kind of crazy.
Right.
Pretty wild. So MacTown Construction, when we think of construction work, some people think it's from the ground up, you're building houses from scratch. Others might just think it's remodeling. What do you guys focus on? What kind of work do you guys actually do?
We are majority of interior remodeling with a lot of whole home remodels. So within the last probably 2 to 3 years, and COVID unfortunately probably helped with that, because people were stuck at home. So they needed office space at home, whether it was for them to work at home or it was for their children to do their schoolwork. So with that being said, a lot of people, they weren't moving. They love their house. So the amount of projects that we're doing now seem to be the whole home remodels, taking walls down, taking the exterior wall down and expanding a kitchen, expanding a bedroom to make it a master suite. But yes, we do the remodeling portion of it. We can build a home. we've got the staff to do that. Same with, we do some commercial work as well.
Okay. I mean, that's you've heard me talk for like 4 or 5 years now about please build more houses. Please build more houses. So if anyone's thinking about building from scratch and you already have a lot, great, call MacTown. Maybe they can be your builder. We used to years ago have plenty of builders around the area, all building different styles and shapes and sizes of homes. And there's not as many choices anymore. So I'm glad you guys are at least open to the idea of building a house from scratch.
We definitely are.
So if anybody wants to get a hold of you guys, you're sitting in your showroom this morning.
Correct.
You've got a good place for people to sample a lot of stuff. And we're looking forward to having everybody from the INCROWD come up and visit with you this Thursday night. But the average person, homeowner on the street that's looking to do some remodeling work, if they want to come up and see your showroom on an average day, what kind of hours do you keep, or do you make, is it by appointment only? How do you like to do business?
Sure. We're normally here, obviously it's early in the morning, but the showroom is usually open between 9 and say 4. We do like appointment only. The only reason being is because we do have a lot of clients that are here in the middle of, whether it's we're going through their design process with them, or they're picking out their selections that day, or we're actually in the middle of, signing that build contract. But we're definitely open for the walk-in. We just would like everybody to be aware we may not be able to have a lot of time to spend with you, but we would take your information. We can set something up for them to come back in. If we do have the staff available that day, somebody definitely would walk around with them and answer all of their questions.
And it's not just you and Tony. Tell us about your team. Who's all on your team up there at MacTown Construction that helps people out?
Geez. All right. So let me see if I can get this all straight. So we have Ginger, who is our designer. So we have our own in-house designer. She's amazing. And she's been with us almost 3 years. And then we have Chad Beasley, who is I'm going to call him our business manager. He's been with us 15 years. So basically I feel like he's our silent partner because, he's been with us through it all. So he does our sales. He does some of our estimating. He does do some of our design. He does some of our project management. So he's a great asset for us. And I know a lot of our clients really love him. So it's amazing that we've had him for so long. I believe we have a total of, and the only reason I say this is because unfortunately, our daughter who does our marketing for us is in Nashville. So I always say that we have X amount of staff, and I always forget her because I count the number of offices that we have.
Do, Mom, come on, don't leave me off.
I know. So she works remotely and she does a really good job. We wish she was here, but we understand she has to be down there in Music City. We love that. So, and then we have our field staff. So we've got 2 lead carpenters, a project manager out there, and then a carpenter out there, which also that is our son. So what's kind of nice is we're also a family business now. Yeah. It's me, Tony, Jacob, and Taylor. So we're really excited about that we've come full circle with being a true family business now.
Nice. Okay, now for the completely unfair question, but I've got to ask, is there something you guys don't do? Obviously, you build houses from scratch, so you probably do pretty much everything, but is there an aspect of remodeling or construction that you're like, you know what, we outsource this specific thing because this is just something we don't want or can't do in-house? Is there anything that you don't do?
There's really nothing that we don't do. There are sometimes things that unfortunately due to our schedule, we're unable to do. And I'm probably the worst person because I always want to say yes to everybody. And then Chad will come to me and he'll be like, you realize they want that done like in 2 weeks and it's like a 3-week project and I have no room to put them in where we could refer them to, other contractors that we know or other handyman businesses that we know here in town. So there really isn't anything. And if people do call and we are unable to work on their project or give them an estimate, we always try to refer them out to somebody that we trust that could do that work. So
yeah, we need to have a good a good plumber, a good electrician, the main, obviously you got the master carpenters, so you're going to take care of all that stuff. When it comes to some of the other specific needs, sometimes you need that top-notch pro to there's things that happen, especially around here. We've got some of these older homes
Right.
that you've got to retrofit things, and you got to get pretty creative. You can't just be a standard cut it and tape it and glue it and put it in thing. It's more than that.
I have a question. I watch a fair amount of home and garden TV. Some of the construction shows. There used to be something called what? You're shaking your head. Next question.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm thinking, there was something I used to watch called Monster House, Damon Stern's Monster House. Do you ever have a request for something out of the ordinary? Like somebody wants a room that has an aquatic theme or something like that, and you paint turtles on the walls or whatever. I know you don't do like the remodeling type. Oh, was it night?
Ginger,
I know you don't do that, but I mean, like
one.
Maybe you got to put some shelves and in a separate closet and whatever. Do you ever get anything like that? And do you do that?
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if we've had anything crazy. We
did
do a Murphy door, and that was really cool. So it was innovative that we did. Yeah. And it just looked like a wall of bookshelves. And then you went
that's
to
cool.
an area and you opened it up, and then it went into their storage area in their basement.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool. I think as a little kid, I would love that, because I would always, like, if I would have a babysitter and we want to play hide and seek and I wouldn't tell her about that door, like I would want to run back in there and hide in there. But
yeah, that's wonderful until she calls 911. I can't find her.
Right.
You're grounded for 6 months, lady.
Exactly. Yeah. Probably Chad and Ginger would have been good to be here, because they probably got some interesting things that we've done that I'm just not aware of, since I'm more in the office, doing the bookkeeping and then doing the networking and all of that fun stuff. So I get to leave the office a little bit more than they do for fun stuff. So,
but the key is you're going to probably give it a whirl and not turn it down, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's cool. I love that.
There's always something new to play around. There's always some new idea to get you thinking that, can we do this? Is this even in the realm of possibility?
Yeah. We knocked out the center wall separating our living room and dining room. It's not a support wall. We knew we could do it. Did it on our own. One day I came home, and we hadn't really talked about when, but I come home and my wife's got all the grandkids who were at the time 2 all the way up to like 10. And they all got little sledgehammers and they're pounding the wall. I'm like, honey, wasn't really prepared to do it this soon. Well, they wanted to get okay, whatever. Anyway, it worked out well. We got one big room now, so
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, we're excited about seeing your place here in just a few days on Thursday, April 25th, which is going to be a really busy day in the Rockford region. There's a lot of stuff going on the 25th for some reason. Our friends over at Mosaic have their Partners in Possibility lunch that day at Hilton Garden, which I still have a couple of seats available at my table. If you want to join me for a free lunch, hit me up with a DM here today, and I might still have a seat for you. And then that evening, 5:30 to 7:30, out at your place on North Alpine Road, all the way up at the top of Alpine Road. You're the end of the road, literally.
We are literally at the end of the road, right here on North Alpine and Burden.
I know where that is. Yes, yeah. Out by Target, a little past Target.
Yes,
way north of there. Network with other business professionals. Hear about the design build process at Mactown Construction this Thursday night. I don't want you to reveal all of your secrets, but can you give us any little hints about what to maybe expect on Thursday to entice people to come up and hang out with us for a couple hours?
Well, we'll have some goodie bags for some people, and then also one of the new restaurants that is opening up in Roscoe is going to be catering some very delicious brisket. So just let you guys savor over that for a couple days. So
I love me some brisket.
You had me at brisket.
There you go.
And of course, bring your business cards, bring your smiles. You're going to meet some folks that you probably haven't met before, or maybe renew some relationships that you haven't seen for a while. And as Cassie mentioned, we'll have some drawings for some stuff. So you're a business card in the drawing bucket to see if you win a prize. And what we've been doing that's a little bit different this year is we do a drawdown for the last prize of the night, which is an opportunity to speak to the whole group at the event. So I want to say, gosh, we had about 20 to 25 business cards in the bowl at the last event. And our friends from Mr. Goodwater got to speak because they were the last card in the bowl. So who's it going to be this time? We don't know. Come and bring your business cards, pop them in the bowl, and see if you win a prize or win a chance to address everybody at the event Thursday night, April 25th, the INCROWD815 networking group, the Rockford region's largest free-form networking group, 15 plus years and running. Yes. All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about that we didn't ask you about before we get to some Tom trivia?
Oh, no, just I know one thing that we had talked about, Greg, and we really didn't get it on the invitation or anything like that. But if everybody who's coming out that night, if you want to bring a donation of peanut butter and or jelly, I would appreciate that. My stepmother, she works every Friday and makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the homeless, her and her church group over at off of North Perryville, Grace United Methodist. So we're always taking donations for the peanut butter and jelly. So if anybody wants to bring that, you get an extra ticket in the basket for a goodie prize.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go.
Who doesn't like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Wow.
Exactly.
Give me a bowl of tomato soup to go with it, and I'm good for the day. Oh, and a Cub victory, too. How's that?
There you go.
There you go.
Cub
There you
victory.
go. All right. We'll put Tom down here front and center. We're going to put Cassie over here next to her Mactown Construction logo. Look at that.
Wow. You're just like a genius with all that stuff.
We're getting there.
I can't even figure out how to point. Oh, there. I got it this time. To the W. Or INCROWD815. I'm learning my board behind me. This mirrored thing drives me nuts. But anyway.
You're doing great, Tom. You're doing great. All right. What do we got?
Thank you. I needed that. All right. Here we go. Miss Cassie, are you ready for some trivia?
I am. This is not my strong suit. So let's see.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not setting you up for failure here. First question. All right. And I will give you options if you need them.
Okay.
Don't feel bad about options. I have them written down, but you probably will know this. All right. A marathon, whether it's Boston, New York, Olympic, is a certain amount of miles. You don't have to worry about the extra point, feet, whatever. How many miles is a typical marathon?
26.1 miles.
Yeah, well, 26 point, maybe 26.2, but you got it. 26. That was the answer I was looking for.
26. All right.
26.
Give her a point. All right.
Give her a point. Oh, I don't have my trophy here. Where's my trophy go? I'm so unorganized. Some trivia guy I am. All right. Here we go. Question number two. Did the Titanic sink closer to Europe or closer to North America?
Ooh.
North America.
Yes, it sunk just off the coast of Newfoundland, about 15 miles off the coast of Newfoundland. Hit an iceberg.
Oh, boy.
She's 2 for 2 here.
I think
you're already way ahead of the game. I'm sorry, what was that?
I
He's
said,
already won. This is victory.
Oh, no, you both said it at the same time. Cassie, what did you say?
I said, I think Greg's letting me win.
Oh, no, he's well, typically he'll get 3 questions afterwards. So He'll always let the host go first.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think he knew either of them, so it's okay. I think you're up 2-0. He's 0-2.
I knew 26 point something.
Okay, fine. All right, third question. What is the longest river in the United States?
Ooh, this could be a trick.
The Mississippi.
Gregors, what do you say?
Well, I think it's a Mississippi too, but it could be the Missouri.
Well, you have to pick one or the other.
Well, I'm going to pick Mississippi. I think the obvious one, but
The answer is Missouri by a nose.
Oh.
By a nose. Cassie, you kicked some butt. 2-1. You were 2 for 3. You win.
All right.
Today's trophy is the Snoopy Globe. All right, I'm sending it to you. I'm going to go
Okay.
this way with it. There you go. Did you get it?
I did. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love it how she plays along.
Appreciate it.
Everybody participates. I love it.
we're looking forward to Thursday's in-crowd networking group event. You don't have to RSVP. You don't have to pay a membership fee. You just show up with a business card and a smile and being friendly. That's all that's required to be a part of INCROWD815. So come on out and see us. The very, very, very northernmost part of Alpine Road that you can get to. And you'll find us there Thursday night, 5:30 to 7:30. Cassie, thanks for carving out time for us today. And we'll look forward to seeing you Thursday.
Awesome. See you later, guys. Bye.
All right,
Good
see ya.
day. Bye-bye.
So Rob and Beth, you're up.
You've been promoted.
You've been promoted.
Wow.
Welcome from the Belvedere VFW, Beth and Rob. Welcome. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
Doing
How about
good.
you?
Awesome.
Now, just so you know, because you've been promoted to first, your paycheck will not change. Same pay.
So I was thinking that we were going to be adding zeros. You know,
Yeah.
they can be in
We're going
front
to add
and-
at least 2 zeros to the already zeros that you already had.
Right.
So,
Right.
yes.
Careful, Tom. We got a smart one on our hands. She knows exactly what we're doing. Well, hey, before we get into your event and all that's going on here in 2 weeks, tell us about yourselves. Beth, did you grow up here in Northern Illinois, or where'd you go to school? That sort of stuff.
I did. I was born and raised in Loves Park, graduate of Harlem High School.
Go Huskies.
Yep. Went to Rock Valley, then went down to ISU, got a degree in chemistry, came back to went and lived in Gurnee for a little while, came back to Rockford, and this is pretty much where I've been since then.
Okay. And you currently, obviously, the VFW. What you do for the VFW, is it 100% volunteer? Or are you considered an employee?
No, I'm 100% volunteered. I'm a member of the auxiliary, which means that I'm not a veteran. I joined through my grandfather's service. He fought in the Battle of the Bulge in the Army.
Gotcha. Awesome. So you're. Can I ask you about your day job? Is that okay?
Oh, sure. You actually talked to the CEO of my company not too long ago. I'm a recruiter for the Rock River Valley Blood Center. So
Awesome.
my job is that I go out and I ask organizations to host blood drives, and I create opportunities for everyday people to be superheroes and save lives.
I'm a 80+ pint donor, so I'm all there all the time. So
I'm right there with you.
thank
In fact,
you so much.
Monday I will be doing a stem cell donation.
I've got almost 400 phoresis.
Nice.
Yeah. I've
Thank
been there
you.
for a while because I've been working so much and all that. I know I got to get back in there to
Mhm.
get up over the 400 mark. I've been stuck more than 400 times because I'm also, 8 gallons or something like that
Okay.
before we started doing phoresis. So
Well, thank you both very much. Our community appreciates everything that you give.
Absolutely. And Lisa was at our meeting yesterday at Linked Lunch. So it was nice to have Lisa come and Lisa Entrican be a part of our Linked Lunch on which we meet the second Friday of every month at Machine Shed. So you're welcome to join us anytime for that.
All right.
Rob Bland, where are you from? Did you grow up in Belvedere? Or?
No, I grew up in Wilmington, Illinois. It's a small town. Went to high school there. Wildcats. Went to Lewis University. From there, went through the ROTC program, joined the military, did 24 years, retired from the military. I came into Belvedere about 13 years ago when I was still in the military.
Okay.
Retired, I volunteer at the VFW and volunteer with the Rotary.
Awesome. Okay. So you guys been involved with the Belvedere VFW for a number of years now.
Mhm.
And now that you're in leadership roles pretty much with the VFW right now, who's the leadership team currently over there at the Belvedere VFW?
So the commander is Bernadette Bland. I'm the quartermaster or the treasurer. Then we also have our senior vice, Greg Kelm, who was the commander for 17 years, and he stepped down last year. That was a long stint for him, but he sees the younger veterans coming in and can step up. Those are the main players on the VFW side.
Then in the auxiliary, our president is Bill Zangs, and our senior vice is Becky Colson, who is also the district auxiliary president. And our junior vice is Steve Leverage, and our treasurer is Lisa Leverage, and I'm the secretary.
Okay. So, and for folks who, let's talk to the folks for a minute who have zero military experience. Okay, they don't have an immediate family member that was in the military, so they say, VFW. I've seen these letters all my life. I have no idea what they mean, what they stand for. When someone is completely unknowing of what a VFW is and does, what do you tell them?
Well, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW, is an organization that was started right before World War I. It was an organization that veterans who have served overseas in war and conflict were able to come together to still work or do things in the community, but we were able to connect with each other and help each other through, just from talking through things to help them getting benefits through the VA.
Okay. So I'm going to bring up your guys' website here real quick so we can take a look at what you guys have on the website here. This is vfw1461.com.
Yes.
And this happens to be the Family Freedom Festival page, but I'll go back over here to the home page so people can see what they see when they go to your website. There's a bunch of links on the top, history and Veterans Club and Sunday Bingo and all different things, all the departments, all the branches for the veterans, and then of course a picture there of the VFW hall there. That's on Lincoln, right? On West Lincoln?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And is this this is the location where this Family Freedom Festival is taking place in 2 weeks?
It is, yes.
Okay. So 1310 West Lincoln Avenue is the spot for the Family Freedom Festival. And tell us about that. What is that all about?
So the Family Freedom Festival is an event that is suggested by the national level program, and it's a way for us to promote patriotism in the community, introduce patriotism to younger kids. Also, we have a lot of activities that are very family friendly. We have crafts, we have kids activities, and then we also have several vendors who offer services to veterans. So it's a way for them to come in, bring their kids along, but they can talk to people who offer services that they may be able to benefit from.
Okay. And that's, when folks get out of the military, they're in all different stages of life and some do career like Rob, others do 4 years and they're done. So you've got a lot of different things, a lot of different, what's the word I'm looking for? Just all kinds of different experiences for veterans and the different services that they need and that are available to them. It's kind of surprising, I think, to the average person to find out what services veterans have available to them that they don't realize are available to them. And you guys probably help them out a lot.
Well, that's what we were hoping to do, is to bring them in to talk to the different organizations that we have there so they can ask the specific questions, because like you said, it's a breadth of experience when they come out. Some just did 4 years, just did it for college. Some of us were in for a career, so they can go through and talk to each of these organizations with their specific questions.
Sometimes you just don't know what you don't know. And so we're hoping to, by putting some of the answers in front of them, have them be like, oh, I didn't even know this was something that, was an option. So.
And then there's changing legislation. Like recently the PACT Act passed. So that was a big push through. And we were able to get the VA to look at like toxic exposure So for all those who are overseas with burn pits, air pollution, different chemicals, like so Agent Orange, and you've seen the commercials for Camp Lejeune water, occupational hazards such as asbestos and noise. Since it's newer legislation, there's still a lot of questions out there. So we'll have organizations there that can answer those specific questions and possibly get people signed up to start the process.
Sure. I mean, as a realtor, I've come across, veterans who have learned about the different things that they have available to them to get VA loans and stuff like that. And some don't know how that works. So I can connect them with people who are more versed in that than I am. Good loan officers who've gone through the courses and stuff to teach people, hey, here, you can do this, you can't do that with your VA loan, and educate that sort of thing. There's so many links on here. Is there a link on here? Is there a headline on here that we can take a quick look at before we get to the details of your event? I'm seeing Honor Guard, volunteering employment, veterans shopping and discounts, informational links. There's a lot on here. Is there anything specific we can kind of go down a bunny trail for just a minute to look at that you might want to focus on?
Maybe the Poppy story or the Honor Guard?
Well, so our Honor Guard is a group of veterans and we have a couple from, Bill Zang's the president of the auxiliary, is also a member of the Honor Guard. It's voluntary. We're all volunteers. Whenever we like it when we get called out for different community events such as parades, 4th of July parade, Memorial Day parade. But we're also there for when a veteran in the community passes. Mm-hmm. We will go out there as a group. You can see there that we're doing a 21 gun salute. So for the ceremony or for the final ritual with the veteran who has passed, we'll do the 21 gun salute, playing at taps, and we will present the flag to the next of kin. And we have a memorial garden there as well, which will be on. People can come out and we'll have someone take them around during the event and show them the different bricks that people have gotten for their family members.
Okay.
You know what's really special about all of that? I went through that with my dad when he passed away. 21 gun salute, the presenting of the flag. It gives people closure. And it was really, really important for my brother, my older brother, who was obviously the one who would get the flag. And I saw the look on his face. In fact, I'm looking at my dad's flag right now. I saw the look on his face when he got that flag. And it was. I know I'm off topic a little bit, sort of. But I just wanted to say how important that is. It's very, very important.
Yeah, yes. Really appreciate you guys doing that. Very much so. Well, in a couple of weeks, we've got this big event that you guys have been promoting now for a while, the Family Freedom Festival. How did this all come about?
I was just I wanted to do something that would involve the community and show people how great our post is, and just let them see, come together. It's one of the first festivals of the year, so it's a great opportunity to, get outside and get out of the house with the kids and go do something fun. So we just kind of started putting ideas together, and every year, this is our third year, every year it's grown and changed just a little bit in better ways, we hope. We've got some fantastic sponsors who are helping us, with, promotions and give some prizes for the kids for some of the different things and helping pay for, a lot of the expenses that come along with events like that. So we're very, very grateful for their support. But we have just so many activities packed into 10 to 4 on that Saturday that it's crazy, actually.
So carve out part of your day on April 27th, if it's half an hour or 2 hours or all 6, to go out and hang out at the Belvedere VFW. Again, we got the address in the chat there. It's, where'd you go? 1310 West Lincoln Avenue. There we go. 1310, 1310 West Lincoln Avenue, Belvedere. And I got a feeling people driving down Lincoln Avenue that day won't be able to miss it.
No, we have some touch a truck. Well, the fire department's going to have a truck there. We'll have a police vehicle there. We've got our tank. We've got a military jeep, and we'll have somebody there just talking about the tank and when and where and how it was used. Um, we've got we have a little 0.1K decorated bicycle and wagon parade that we hope people will choose to participate in. It's just like a lap around the parking lot. 0.1K is literally like 320 some feet. We want people to decorate their little bikes and stuff patriotic and come on out. We've got a bouncy house. So, if you want to, get the kids out of the house and burn up some energy, there's the bouncy house. We have food trucks. So you can come a little bit before lunch, do some stuff, have some food. We've got, what are the food trucks?
We have Rusty Drum and Big John's coming out so far.
All right.
Big John's is the current reigning champion through the Belvedere Chamber of Commerce chili cook-off. So we're hoping that he's going to bring some of his award-winning chili also, in addition to all the really great food that he already makes. But his chili was amazing. So
Nice.
As long as there's no snake meat in it, I'll try it.
yeah, no.
Well, put it on your calendars now, April 27th, 10 to 4. Here's hoping the weather is as nice as it is today to get a lot of people out there and celebrate patriotism. I hope that something like this, gives people there's enough division and animosity and a lot of garbage. I know anybody who's on social media and spends time on social media sees enough of the bad stuff that's out there. People bad mouthing our country, even people that live here that seem to want to slam on our country. And it's like, we always remind people you don't have to follow those people. Social media is a choice, A. And who you follow on social media is a choice, B. So you don't have to be following those who are saying things that you don't necessarily want to hear. Although there are times that you definitely want to hear both sides of an argument and a story and to get different viewpoints, obviously. But there are some people, let's just face it, that are just not worth following. So here's something good you can do. Bring the kids out, bring the grandparents out, and celebrate freedom on April 27th. It looks like it's going to be a very fun time and a lot of fun stuff to do for the whole family. So I know Tom's got some trivia for us here before we skip over to that. Is there anything else that we didn't ask you about today that you want to make sure we get out there before we transition to trivia?
I would just encourage people to go to the website and explore some of the links. There are a lot of activities that we didn't even mention. We have a Buddy Poppy Child contest where kids can write an essay about a veteran in their life that they're proud of and potentially be our Buddy Poppy Child for the following year. There's coloring sheets that you can download and color and bring back for a prize. So just get on that website, Family Freedom Festival 1461.com, and just kind of explore and see all the things that are coming up.
Awesome. Good deal. We got that in the chat for you here today. Easy to find. Family Freedom Festival 1461.com. Awesome. All right. Well, let's shift gears, put Tom here down and give us a little bit of his trivia for the week. I'm going to keep myself over here because there we go. Now we can see you guys better. All right.
All right. First, go ahead.
I haven't made a thing yet. Wait a minute. Let's just do this real quick. Let's just do this. This will be our transition. Let's see if it works. See, I heard it.
Oh no. No, I'm invisible now. Oh, there I am. All right. Did you first see the category? Video?
I saw it.
Yes.
Wow, weird.
I was down there picking up a donut that I had dropped. I'm sorry I missed it.
All right, Tom.
All right. First category, quantum physics. No, I'm kidding. I don't even know how to spell it. So here it is. First question. It's all about Illinois. I'll give you the multiple choice if you need them. All right. Okay. So, all right. In what year did Illinois become a state? If you need them, I will give them to you. There's no shame in getting your multiple guess because I've already had it on my list.
I mean, I've got a guess, but I don't remember for sure if it's right.
All right. Do you want your multiple guesses?
Yes, please.
I'm guessing 1851.
Okay. Here are your guesses. Your options: 1812, 1815, 1818.
So I'm way off. I'm
1818.
Anybody else?
I'm with Rob. 1818.
Greg, you want to be different or go with the flow?
Well, since I said 1851, I'll reverse those last two and say 1815.
Okay, 1818 is the answer. Very good, very good, very good. And Rob, you knew that right away when I gave you the options. You're like, "Yep, I know what it is." Very good. All right, question number 2. What car company makes Elantra? Elantra. What car company makes Elantra?
Fairly certain about this one.
I think I know too.
Fairly certain. What do you got, Beth?
I think Ford.
I'm pretty sure it's a Hyundai.
Oh,
it is. Or as my sister calls it, Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Like Lori, it's the Y is silent. It's Hyundai. Hyundai, whatever. But it's not Hyundai. Hyundai. That's a kind of martial art, isn't it? Hyundai.
I think so. I don't know.
Maybe not. Probably wouldn't work. They're doing jujitsu and I'm doing Hyundai and getting my butt kicked. Okay, here we go.
Hyundai is where you get in the car and just run away.
Oh, there you go. All right. I like that. Your explanation is better. All right. Number 3, presidents. What was President Rutherford B. Hayes' middle name? What did the B stand for?
Oh, my word. Oh, my word.
I'm going to
once
go
again,
with guess, please.
You don't get multiple guesses here.
You promised me math. You promised me math before we started.
How old was President Rutherford B. Hayes when he died? There's a math.
I'm going with Benjamin. There was a lot of Benjamins back in that day. Buford sounds
all good guesses. All good guesses. You were close. Burchard.
Oh,
what?
Rutherford Burchard Hayes. Okay, so one of the nice things about trivia is hopefully you leave smarter than when you came in. And you did, because now if it ever comes up again, you're going to remember it. You're never going to forget. Rutherford B, standing for Burchard Hayes.
Okay, honestly, Rob, Beth, have you ever in your life met anybody named Burchard?
I had never heard the name before today. So I was this many days old when I learned of that name.
Well,
okay,
so when I was a few years ago, I went back into my time machine back to 1865 and I learned what his name was. That's how I knew it. Yeah.
Well, my late great father-in-law who served in the Navy, his name was Richard, but his name, it was not Burchard. So I don't know. I'm not sure what even.
Maybe it was like Richard and somebody sneezed when they wrote it down.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, so if Dick is a nickname for Richard, then Bick has to be a nickname for Burchard, right?
There's some logic there, I suppose.
There is some weird logic. You know what? I'm 12. Just let it go.
Well,
okay.
We won't keep
going back to the drawing board.
Give them the trophy. They deserved it.
You get the trophy for today. Catch it. I'm throwing it your way.
There we go.
There you go. The invisible trophy, just like the invisible trivia guy. There we go.
You hope for the best.
It got a little morphed in the interwebs. This is what I got. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Looks like SpongeBob.
It's a little chick.
Oh, it's a little chick. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now I can see it because you were covered up by your name across there. Part of it was. I just saw yellow.
All right, folks. Well, April, again, 27th is the big day, the Family Freedom Festival in Belvedere. And if you're out and about that day and you can only stop by for even just a little bit, stop on over there and plan on having your lunch over there or something like that, and enjoying, celebrating freedom with the Belvedere VFW. Thanks for your time, Robin Beth. Appreciate you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye now.
815 in crowd, 815 in crowd.